Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Cascade. In this video, I will show you how to distribute objects using Array tool in Modify section under Home tab in AutoCAD and how to edit their properties. Before starting this tutorial, and if you are new, it's the first time here, subscribe my channel and hit the bell button below to get all new. Array. In Modify panel under Home tab, we have Array. Array tool creates copy of objects arranged in a pattern. You can create copies of objects in a regularly spaced, rectangular, polar, or path array. Rectangular array distributes copies of the selected objects into any combination of rows and columns. The command array rect. Path distributes copies of the selected objects along a path or a portion of a path. Command array path. Polar distributes copies of the selected objects in a circular pattern around a center, point, or axis of rotation. Command array polar. Let's start with array rect. From Modify panel, we have rectangular array. First, select the object to use in the array. For example, this rectangle, and press enter. Have associative. AS specifies whether the arranged objects are associative or independent. AS enter. If yes, contains array items in a single array object similar to a block. You can quickly edit the properties. If no, it creates items as independent objects. Any change to one item don't affect the others. Click Y for yes. Base point specifies a base point for positioning the items in the array. B enter. For example, this corner as the base point. Count COU enter specifies the number of rows and columns. Enter the number of columns. For example, I want 5 columns. Then the number of rows, for example, 3. Specify the spacing between items. S enter. First, specify the distance between columns. For example, I want the distance between columns is equal to 2. Then specify the distance between rows. 3, for example. The distance between columns is 2, and the distance between rows is equal to 3. Columns COL enter to edit the number of columns. COL Instead 5, I want 7. Adding 2 columns. The same for rows. R enter. For example 2. Levels. Edit the number of levels for 3D array. For example 3. Distance between levels 3. And X exit. Three levels. Second type of array, we have array path. For example, if we have this rectangle, and this path, array path distributes object along this path. The path can be a line, polyline, 3D polyline, spline, circle, or ellipse. First, click Path Array or type Array Path. Select the object, enter. Select the path. Same option, associative, yes or no. If yes, similar to a block and no independent items. Base point, B, enter. This corner, for example. Items, I, enter. Specify distance between items along the path. Then specify the number of items. Distance, for example, 3. And I want, for example, 10 items. Rows are enter. Enter the number of rows. For example, I want 3 rows. The distance between rows 1.5. You can edit the array. Select the arrayed items. In the toolbar, you can modify the number of items, distance between items. For example, 12, adding 2 items. Distance between 2.5, for example. Modify the rows. I want 2 rows. Distance between rows 3. Levels for 3D array. You can edit the source. Select this item, press OK, and I want to modify the source. I want to add this shape to the source. All the items are changed. Press Save Changes. You can replace item. If I have a circle, for example, and I want to replace this item by the circle, click Replace Item, select Replacement Object, the circle, enter. Select base point of replacement, center of circle for example, then select the item. I want to replace this item. You can replace all these items by typing S, enter. Press X to exit. Rectangular array, you can edit the number of columns, 6 for example, distance between items, 3, 1, rows, I want 5 rows, distance 2 between rows, and you can edit source, select the source, OK, adding this shape, press Save Changes. All the items are changed, and you can replace select this circle, enter base point, the center, select the source, this one, and press S for all items. Press X to exit. And drag to increase or decrease the spacing between items, between columns and between rows. Third type of array, polar array, or you can type array polar. I have a circle and I have a rectangle as an object or item. To array, click polar array. First select the object, press enter. Specify the center point of array or axis of rotation. Same option, associative, yes or no. Base point, select the base point. Item, I enter. Enter the number of items. I want 7 items. Rows, you can specify the rows and the distance between rows. ROW, 3 rows, distance 2. X to exit. You can modify and edit the array. You can edit the number of items, the distance between, the number of rows, 2 for example. You can edit the fill, the angle. polar array with fill angle, (360° array, polar array around this circle, 180 semicircle. The same, you can edit the source, replace item, and you can change direction or don't change the direction of object. Close array to exit. Thank you my friends for watching. If you have any question, the comment section below is for you and you can contact me through my email. Have a nice day.